Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I am Life Coach Candy Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Mental Fitness. So this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to become mentally fit so they can be empowered to take full responsibility and accountability with their decisions in life, regardless of their mental conditions. And my mission is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit so they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle towards the recovery of their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so that they can design and truly live a life of stewardship. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. So I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Okay, so my topic for this episode is increase energy and reduce mental fatigue. Yeah. And so if before I proceed, I would like to ask you, no, and please feel free to share your thoughts, your comments, and remember that this is a very, very safe space, and we encourage you to stay engaged. Yeah, to have, of course, more healthy discussion. Okay, so when we talk about mental fatigue, what comes to your mind? Ayan, please share with me what comes to your mind when we talk about mental fatigue. Okay, so in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Coach Candee Teng. Again, I'm from Life Coach Philippines. I'm a professional co-actively co-create or CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach with a coaching focus on healing and recovery through mental fitness. So I am also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A. And here we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. So if you want to know more about what tribe is, Master Coach A just had an episode, no? Just like an hour before, 30 minutes before, ayan, where she talked about tribe, no? Unboxing what it means to have a tribe and what it means to be in a tribe. So I encourage you to watch that if you want to, of course, build your tribe as well in order for you to have your unstoppable dream to come true. And of course, I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A's Tribe Speak, a six-step to six-figure career training program. And I am also the founder and creator of When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable coaching community. So you can either be comfortable with pain or pain with comfort. So life offers rewards and lessons for every choice that you make. Oftentimes, when we make some choices, we are not mindful of the consequences that it will give to us, on the effects that it will have in our life. So when it comes, we are usually are not prepared. We are not mentally, emotionally prepared, and that causes us to not want to take responsibility, and we don't, of course, get to really learn from lessons as well. And of course, when you talk about comfort, it's not only limited to your physical comfort, but this can be your mental comforts, the mental or self-imposed as well, beliefs that you have about yourself, about how things work, about how people view you is as well, um, becomes comfortable to you. So you can be comfortable with pain. So the way you think may be giving you some pain in life. And of course, you may be pained with comfort, meaning you want to achieve something in life, but because of the way that your mind works, the way that it operates, the way it sees things, the way that it has its beliefs, is already causing you pain. But then again, di ba, growth happens, transformation happens outside of your comfort zone. Ayan. So oftentimes, even if we are in pain, we still don't have that that willingness really to journey outside of that pain, because of course, outside of that, it's unknown. It's something that's unknown for you. But if you get to really work with a life coach, you get to have a clearer path. You get to see your vision. You get to see your dreams. And of course, um, my community, when comfort is not too comfortable community, is catered to allow to give you to journey with you in terms of mental fitness, in order for you to become mentally fit so you can heal and recover. And you can recover. When we talk about recover, you get to recover your broken identity. Of course, there are things in life, there are expectations of other people, expectations of society, that led you to be to really not come to know your identity. And of course, you know yung essence mo, identity mo, ano siya, for you, it's something that is broken. Of course, we, because of our mental health conditions, we have done something in life that of course we regret, and we feel that we have broken our name. So it's time to recover that. And of course, alongside with that is the recovery of your dreams. So it's really catered to allowing you to become mentally fit so you can heal and recover this. And of course, as you recover this, you gain that courage, you gain that strength to finally step out of that comfortable lifestyle for you to live a life of responsibility, or a life of stewardship. And that is actually my journey as well with Master Coach A. So I am a proud coachee of Master Coach A. We are partners for 3 years now, no? It's a very, very fulfilling journey. And Master Coach A and I have always been working in terms of mental wellness and mental fitness, in order for me to become empowered to really achieve my dreams, to achieve my goals, to achieve my visions in life. And that's what's really beautiful with this journey. And again, I used to be clinically diagnosed with multiple mental disorders, mental illnesses. So if you're one who is suffering and you see na walang pag-asa ang buhay, I invite you to come over. I invite you to connect with me, because there is hope. You can experience hope, and you can experience life. No matter what your mental health condition is, you can still live life beautifully. I know what I am saying, because I am a very testimony of this, how life coaching really worked, how the journey with Master Coach A and the journey with the rest of the family, with the rest of the tribe, really allowed healing in my space, healing in my mind, healing in my heart, that allows me to really just heal and continuously work on my mental fitness so I can gain the success that I want in life. Yeah. So, ayan na si Coach Rog, we have Coach Teen, Coach Mau, Coach Cherry, and Coach Sean. Hello, hello. Ayan. So, I invite you to connect with me. So, this is my page, Life Coach Candee. And of course, as I talk about my community, so this is my community. When comfort is not too comfortable, coaching community, I invite you to join. I invite you to join. And of course, as you join and sa membership, I encourage you as well to answer all the membership question in order for your membership to be approved. And of course, if you want to drop me some notes, if you want to ask me questions, no, or if even you want to share your key takeaways, key learnings, then I invite you to connect with me. So this is my personal Facebook. Ayan. So yan lang po yung itsura ng aking Facebook account. I only have this account. So if you don't see this, that is not me. Okay. And of course, I invite you to like Decaf Coffee Republic and follow Decaf Coffee Republic. And I invite you as well to be a channel of love and hope as you bless someone with a meal from Decaf Coffee Republic. And of course, along with the meal, go ahead and let your personal message inspire someone today. So we encourage you to write a personal note of thanksgiving, encouragement, inspiration, ano pa ba? Yeah, appreciation, ayan, appreciation, gratefulness, and of course, if you want to as well, write a message of asking for forgiveness, or giving forgiveness to someone that you want to bless today, then go ahead and allow us to help you bring light into someone else's life this season. So allow Decaf Coffee Republic to be a channel of blessing to someone else's household today, so someone else's life today. So be blessed, of course, all the more as you bless others. Yan. So, ayan, before I proceed, of course, I invite you to get your hashtag pack my bag moment. So your hashtag pack my bag moment are key points, aha moments, realization words, sharing truths, powerful truths that speaks to your heart. And for some, no, mostly it pinches your heart and kinukurot, tumatagos sa puso, masakit. Ayan. So usually when you get this, you say, I'm done, I got it, I got what I paid for, I can leave, solved na ako. Yun yung hinahanap kong sagot. Ayan. So these are your hashtag pack my bag moment. And of course, I encourage you to post your hashtag pack my bag moment, no, ATM with the fellow digital learners in the space right now. And of course, encourage you to share your hashtag pack my bag moment on your timeline so you get to bless other people as well, especially for those who doesn't get to see this video, but they need this. They need that message. They need your hashtag pack my bag moment. So I encourage you to post this on your timeline, or maybe no, you can even send this personally as a message to someone you love, to a friend, someone you care for. Ayan. So as well, they get to be blessed. Again, blessing, being a blessing and blessing someone is, of course, a lifestyle. And of course, if you want to put a context so that people will know where it comes from, you can put hashtag coaching TikTok and hashtag mentally fit Philippines. Ayan. So again, this is coaching for mental fitness. So when we talk about mental fitness is your ability to cope with and meet the psychological demands of life without undue fatigue or damage to your mind and body. So this includes the basic necessary psychological task that you need to perform every day. So it includes planning, organizing, managing emotions, dealing with people, of course, communicating, reading, writing, learning, navigating, and of course, managing your impulses. And of course, it also involves building habits and systems that you can put in place in order for you to become more mentally fit, to exercise different areas or muscles of your brain. Yung muscle ng brain natin, tawag natin dyan, neuropathways. Ayan. So to exercise different neuropathways and even create new neuropathways. So if you're someone who's used to having negative thoughts, to limiting yourself, then mental fitness is all about creating new pathways of empowering yourself, of having positive talk to yourself. So mental fitness, of course, also involves correcting the patterns, the way your mind thinks, and of course, um, yeah, that's more or less yun talaga yung mental fitness. And of course, why is mental fitness crucial? Because it is a personal framework that you have for understanding what you can do as an individual in order for you to build not only a happier life, not only a productive life, but also a successful life. So if you want to go for success, you really have to build on your mental fitness. Yeah. Okay. So, ayan. So, when you see these pictures, what comes to your mind? Yeah. So, you can see this. Alam mo yung ayaw na magtrabaho. Or if you can relate, no? Some instance in your life that you feel this, go ahead and share it with me. Hashtag relate, hashtag connecting. Tapos, ang picture ka nagko-connect, no? So, do you often feel overwhelmed? Do you often feel emotionally and mentally drained most of the time? Ayan. So what does this picture represents to you or tell something about this? Ayan. So sabi ni Coach Cherry, it's stress. Ayan. So go ahead. Feel free to share your thoughts. Again, walang mali, walang tama. There's no right and there's no wrong. It's really just us allowing ourselves to express. Again, self-expression and having a healthy feedback is part of your mental energy. Ayan. That's why you really create the safe space for you to be able to express. Ayan. Yung brain owl, wala, hindi nagko-connect. Ayan. Ayaw mag-connect. I think yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Cherry. Si brain ayaw na mag-connect kasi di ba nako-off na yung brain natin. So if you can see this, actually, we often relate this to stress, but there is another word which is fatigue. Ayan. So fatigue is a feeling of constant tiredness or weakness and can be, of course, physical, mental, or a combination of both. And it can affect anyone. And of course, most adults will experience fatigue at some point in their life. Ayan. So, pag feeling mo naka-experience ka na ng fatigue in your life, ayan, ako po, ayan. Okay? So, fatigue is actually a symptom of it, but it's not a condition. Okay? Again, fatigue in itself is a symptom. And for many people, fatigue is caused by, of course, numerous factors. Though, fatigue it can be caused by a combination of lifestyle factors, the way you live life, the way you eat, and everything. It can be social, the way you communicate with people or the people that you surround yourself with. It can as well be psychological and general well-being issues rather than an underlying medical condition. Oftentimes, we just see fatigue as a medical condition na nandoon na siya sa ano niya sa height niya, no, but we often don't see that it is a symptom. It is a symptom of something. Okay, so that's what fatigue is all about. And if you want to know more about fatigue, no, Master Coach A yesterday coaching for the soul, you can check it out at the Coffee Republic page or Coach A YouTube channel. You can watch the replay. So Master Coach A shared the symptoms, the signs or the causes of fatigue. And sinabi niya shine, no? S is for sleep, lack or too much. Again, it's both lack and too much. When you talk about sleep, it's quality of sleep. H is all about hormonal imbalances. It's all about your hormones. I is probably you have infection in your body. N is about nutrition. E is about exercise. So ayan. So if you want that, you can have that in Master Coach A there as well. Share 12 ways on what you can do to to handle fatigue. Ayan. So although fatigue is of course sometimes described as tiredness, it is actually very different to just feeling tired or sleepy. Because everyone feels tired at some point in time, especially if nakapag-exert ka ng energy, madami kang ginawa throughout the day. Of course, you'll get tired. Tired, as in napapagod ka, di ba? But this is usually resolved with a nap or a few nights of good sleep. So that's what's different. But fatigue is kahit ano ng tulog mo, you still feel the tiredness. So fatigue is actually a common symptom of many medical conditions that range in severity from mild to serious. And if you are getting enough sleep, good nutrition, and exercising regularly, but still you find it hard to perform everyday activities, concentrate, or be motivated at your normal level yung compared dati, no, then you may be experiencing what we call fatigue. That of course needs further investigation because fatigue again is not a medical condition but it is a symptom. In short, may pinanggagalingan yung fatigue. Okay? And often the symptom of fatigue has a gradual onset and the person may not be actually aware of how much energy they have lost until they try to compare their ability to complete tasks from one time frame to another. No, so oftentimes we are not aware that we are already fatigued, that we are already experiencing it unless we have someone who allows us to really, or you think of something that you used to do before but parang ngayon hindi mo na siya kayang gawin. And nag-iiba yung productivity levels mo, nag-iiba yung the way you function. So people often presume that their fatigue is actually due to aging. Ayan, usually, di ba, pag ikaw nakarinig ka na o sinabi mo, no, or day na lang sila day na nagsabi na, hindi, tumatanda lang kasi ako. Ayan, tumatanda lang kasi ako. Kaya they usually ignore the symptoms of fatigue. Iniisip nila, hindi, mabilis na ako mapagod kasi tumatanda na ako, palagi ako pagod kasi tumatanda ako. So this is something that that usually you want to become mindful of because this can lead to a delay in seeking care and of course into preventing the fatigue to develop into more serious condition. No, so it pays actually to become aware. That's why this exists. That's why coaching TikTok exists. Coaching for mental fitness exists. Is for you to become educated and for you to become aware in order for you to prevent. And if you are in the season of intervention in terms of your mental health, you can be empowered as well to get the professional help that you need. Okay, so basically, when you're fatigued, it sends your brain into an overdrive. Ayan. So, eto to, again. When you're fatigued, it sends your brain into overdrive, leaving you exhausted, hampering, of course, your productivity and your overall cognitive function. Ayan, so mga naka-experience ng fatigue before or you are already experiencing fatigue, so you want to be able to check this out. Is it affecting already yung functioning ng brain mo? Nagiging slow na ba siya? When I say slow, compared to how fast you quickly think before, ganon, mabilis natin ngayon, may delayed na siya. So the most common symptoms actually include mental block, lack of motivation, irritability, stress eating, or loss of appetite, and of course, insomnia. And mental exhaustion can affect you in short term and long term. So when we talk about fatigue, there is actually physical fatigue and mental fatigue. And these two are different, but they often occur together. So repeated physical exhaustion can lead to mental fatigue over time, or the other way around. If you have the mental fatigue, of course, it affects your physical health as well. So there may be the way that you see this is actually there may be a lack of common of motivation and the ability to begin an activity. Parang ayaw mo na lang gumalaw. Ayan. The person tires easily once the activity has begun. Pag may ginagawa, ang bilis-bilis pagod ng tao. Ayan. And the person has mental fatigue as well, no? Or difficulty with concentration and memory to start or complete an activity. So there are actually, again, two main types of fatigue, which is physical and mental fatigue. And for this case, so since this is coaching for mental fitness, we're going to talk about mental fatigue. So yung kanina is just an introduction of what fatigue really is. So a person with physical fatigue may find it, of course, physically hard to do the things they usually do, such as climbing the stairs. Kahit walking lang, nahihirapan sila. So symptoms include muscle weakness, and diagnosis of course may involve no completing a strength test. So pag physical lang yung fatigue na yun, you want to be able to as well do some testing, no? And of course, ito na. So ano naman si mental fatigue? Hello, Coach Nord, si Coach Teen, di ba stress? Tumatanda na kasi, di kaya totoo yun. Ayan, sabi ni Coach Teen. Okay, so what naman is mental fatigue? So with mental fatigue, a person may find it harder to concentrate on things and stay focused. So they may feel as well sleepy or have difficulty staying awake while working. Hashtag, hashtag relate. Ayan. So the symptoms of fatigue can be maybe physical, mental, or even emotional. But I'll be sharing some with you some common symptoms no associated with fatigue. So these are more detailed. But if you want a general overview, again, I recommend that you watch. I encourage you to watch the coaching for the soul of Master Coach A in terms where last night she talks about fatigue. So yung usual na experience natin is aching or sore muscles that you don't know bakit sumasakit yung muscles mo, ba't sumasakit yung katawan mo, di ka naman nag-workout, wala ka naman masyado in-exert na effort. And of course, lack of motivation. And ito yun, daytime drowsiness. Ayan yung tipong umaga, pero bakit antok na antok ka, wala kang energy. Of course, again, it's difficulty concentrating or learning new tasks. You have gastrointestinal problems such as bloating, may abdominal pain ka, constipation, and even diarrhea. And of course, for some, mental fatigue equals headache. Ayan. Tapos, syempre, pag meron tayo niyan, meron tayong mental fatigue, we feel very irritable and we are moody. And then, of course, may slow response time. Ito yung tinatawag natin buffering or loading. Ayan. Of course, vision problems, alam mo yung lumalabo yung paningin. So those are some of the signs no of symptoms that is associated with fatigue. And when you talk about mental fatigue is actually a stress related exhaustion disorder. Ayan. It is related related po, hindi po agad sinabi na may disorder kayo. It is just related to stress related exhaustion disorder. So fatigue again is a symptom. You want to look into it because fatigue is a symptom. It is not automatically a mental condition. Okay, it is a symptom. So when you know that it is a symptoms, you know that there is something that is causing it. Ganun siya. And again, if it is a symptom, if you don't get to address it, magkakaroon siya ng illness later on. So, to give you a brief preview or background of stress-related exhaustion disorder, or what we call ED, it is a clinical condition characterized by psychological and physical symptoms of exhaustion developed in response to long-term psychological stress. So, it has been associated with impaired cognitive performance, and most consistently demonstrated in the domains of executive functioning, working memory, attention, and processing speed. Speed, ayan. So mental fatigue occurs across a wide range of clinical conditions. So madami siya. Hindi ibig sabihin mental fatigue ka. Again, you don't self-diagnose. It is very dangerous to self-diagnose, and you want to think safety first. And it is actually characterized by mental exhaustion. So exhausted ka, kaya fatigue ka, okay? And increased time needed for recovery following prolonged cognitive activity. So mas matagal yung kailangan mong recovery, especially if it's something you do something that is cognitive in nature. So mental fatigue is characterized by difficulties in initiating and maintaining performance on cognitive tasks, and that especially requires self-motivation. So it is due to this function. Ito magsa-science tayo, no? It is due to a function of a circuit in your brain that is involved in motivational processes, no? Important for internal drive. And again, it is as well an impaired ability to down-regulate negative emotion. When you say down-regulate, nabababa yung emotion mo, na the negative emotion. So, nagkakaroon ka ng impairment. Kaya usually when you are fatigued, di ba, ang high ng emotions mo, irritable ka. Tapos halos lahat na lang, nagiging moody ka, lahat na lang, irritable ka na. So, that's what it really causes in a very scientific level, yun siya. Kasi yung circuit ng brain na yun, ano siya, nag-over-circuit. Ayun, okay. So mental fatigue can often manifest as physical problems. It can be headache, repeatedly upset stomach, loss of appetite, or insomnia, or even no, ang dami mong kumain, stress eating as well. This can be signs of mental fatigue. And of course, hindi lang naman, you always have to remember that it is not only your mental health that is being affected, but your physical health as well, your social health as well, and of course your spiritual health as well. And that's what's beautiful with life coaching, is that it's very, very holistic. Okay, so when you talk about mental fatigue, you often experience as well the mental block. So it's a sign that you've been so mentally drained that it's affecting your ability to think, to process information, and of course to make decisions. So if your work, home life, and happiness or creativity, no, is beginning to suffer, of course it's time to do something about it, because again, since it is a symptoms, if it is left unchecked, if hinayaan lang natin siya, it can lead to all sorts of serious health problems, not only physical, but it can lead to mental health problems as well, including anxiety, depression, and burnout. Ayan. So it is very, very important. Kasi oftentimes, di ba, we have this, hahayaan mong ma-burnout ka until hindi mo na kaya. So if you're already experiencing it, again, prevention is better than cure. So if you're already experiencing it, then it's time to do something about it. Kasi ayaw mo talagang ma-compromise ang iyong health, especially your mental health. Okay? Now, what exactly causes mental fatigue? Okay? So, first is decision making. Ha? So, hindi na lang ako magde-decide. Huwag naman gano'n, di ba? Hindi naman sinasabi na huwag ka na mag-decide. But when you talk about this decision making, it's actually the constant decision making. Can be, of course, tasking, no? As it exhausts your executive function. But this is not the case. Hindi ito yung sinasabi natin decision making. But this is actually includes the decision leeches. Leech, di ba leech? Yung mga kumakapit, kapit ng kapit, nakikiride. Ayan. So pag may makilala po kayo, kilala niyo na lang po siya. Okay. So this includes what we call decision leeches, which is when you ask someone to make decision and they send you back with a list of options rather than making the decision themselves, or people who are always asking you to help with their decision. In short, hindi mo problema, pinoproblema mo. Ikaw yung nagde-decide para sa kanila. And when you need help in terms of decision making, lalo nilang napa-compliment, kaya complicate. They often complicate the things more because you're just asking um someone to make a decision, but in return, no, they give you more options. And again, pag more options yan, you're already into stress and it's already overwhelming. Lalong na-overwhelm yung brain, and eventually it can cause, of course, mental fatigue. And again, if it's not your problem and other people is going to you asking for you for solutions, actually for you to decide on matters of their own life, of course it adds to the mental fatigue. Ayan. So hashtag, if you know someone, they, si they na lang yan. They, if it's someone, ako yan, coach. Okay. And then, of course, next is clutter. Ayan. So hashtag, nakaka-relate. So clutter, actually, did you know that science says clutter triggers the production of cortisol? Okay, so hindi, cortisol is actually the stress hormone, okay? So technically, the more cluttered your physical surroundings are, your headspace becomes cluttered as well, and it produces stress, and you'll be stressed, ayan. And malamang, prolonged stress can manifest into brain fatigue. That's why we have, di ba, yung decluttering. For some reason, you don't know what happens to your mind na pag nagde-declutter ka, feeling mo na nade-declutter din yung brain mo. Kung sino yung nakaka-experience yun, feel free to share your experience when it comes to clutters and decluttering, because it has a science to it. It has a science to it. Ayan. So may science po talaga yan. So clutter causes mental fatigue as well. And of course, overcommitting. Ayan, meaning committing to more tasks than you have to finish, or even committing to tasks, di ba, na hindi sa'yo. So it's not just mentally draining, but it is actually as well counterproductive kasi hindi mo din nagagawa at your best the things that you have to do. And not to mention, of course, the continuous cognitive load that might cause a full-blown burnout sa brain mo. So you want to be able to as well, diba, take rest. But if commit ka ng commit, diba, hindi na nakakahinga yung brain natin. Ayan. So this causes mental fatigue. Next is, of course, avoidance. Hashtag relate. Hashtag guilty. Avoidance and procrastination. So again, I'm not someone's exempted from this. So again, contrary to popular belief, procrastinating is actually more tasking for your brain than working on the task that you've been putting off. The most effective way of describing this is that think of your internet browser, di ba? Or even your program, your computer program. Pag madaming nakarun applications all at the same time, nagahang yung computer, nagahang yung system. And it's the same with internet. Pag madaming tabs yan, no? Guilty naman ako just sa tabs. But if it's madaming tabs na naka-open, your brain actually recognizes tasks that you put on hold, na pinoprocrastinate mo. So automatically naka-open. It's open on your brain. And it uses an energy. It uses some parts of energy. Imposibleng makalimutan mo that you have tasks that you have to do. Nandiyan yan sa brain. So naka-open yan. And eventually, syempre, di ba, pag madaming naka-open, you just exhaust your brain. Yun siya. Of course, ayan siya. Again, when we procrastinate or avoid, our anxiety often as well increases. Kasi nagiging anxious ka na, nako, ang dami kong kailangang habulin. Ayan, habulin na deadline, na requirement, kasi nga, you put it off because you avoid it. Probably you avoid it because it's tasking nga, no? And it's challenging. So instead of doing it right away, tinatabi natin. And we unconsciously create anxiety in our brain, and we unconsciously put our brain into a mental fatigue state. Doon siya papunta. Okay? So again, what you resist, persist, sabi nga ni Master Coach A. So if you keep avoiding it, it will eventually increase. And it's the same with the problems that you have in life. Pag nandiyan yung problema, hindi ba yung pain and everything, dinidismiss natin, ina-avoid natin, nagre-reroute tayo. We don't want to face it. And then eventually, papatong siya and eventually it will just blow up. So it's the same thing. Ayan. So hashtag relate. Okay. Now, the next one, if of course, is perfectionism. So, sino yung mga guilty dito? Like any extreme trait, no? Perfectionism is good, but can actually be a double-edged sword. So, if you don't pay attention, it can easily turn into a very self-sabotaging habit. And perfectionism, of course, are motivated to make the absolute best choice. Ayan. This can lead to decision paralysis, analysis paralysis. Ayan. And of course, people who tend to be perfectionists, they're also more likely to ruminate and worry excessively. So other potential causes, of course, include medications, though the things that you take, though again the shine. Again, it's sleep, hormonal infection, nutrients, lack or excessive nutrients, and again, exercise. So it can be, of course, emotionally challenging experience. Like divorce, death of a loved one can also, of course, contribute to mental or brain fatigue. Now, what are some lifestyle changes that can help reduce fatigue? So you can do it in a lifestyle level, no? So there's a number of measures that can help lessen fatigue, mental fatigue caused by daily activities or yung caused by nandoon sa kanina sinabi natin. So to help boost your energy levels and of course your overall health. Of course, ito, hydration. So, malamang drinking enough fluids to stay dehydrated because, of course, madaming science ang water. It helps detoxify as well your body. And, of course, practice healthy eating habits, mindful eating. That's why we have as well coaching for mindful eating every Tuesdays at 10 a.m. by yours truly. And, of course, exercise. Palagi natin ito naririnig. Exercise on a regular basis, it releases powerful hormones that combats cortisols as well. And of course, ito yun, when you say sleep, again, it's not really 7 to 9 hours of sleep because it really depends, but it's really getting quality sleep. And of course, you want to be able to take part in activities that helps promote relaxation to you. And of course, you want to abstain from alcohol, tobacco, and other illicit drugs. Now, ito naman. So how do you reduce mental fatigue? So those are some ways that you can actually boost your energy. Now, how can you reduce now the mental fatigue? Okay. So mental fatigue, of course, is a symptom. It's something that you can feel and describe, but not. But then again, it is not a condition or disease yet. It's just a symptom. So to reduce actually your mental fatigue, you first need to understand what is the underlying reasons for your fatigue. Kasi symptoms nga siya. Ibig sabihin, may pinanggalingan. So you want to be able to discover and understand where it comes from in order for you to address it, in order for you to do something about it. So the first one is actually to know what are your known and unknown stressors. Oftentimes, we avoid our known stressors. No? Paano naman yung unknown? Kung yung known, ina-avoid natin, we as well have unknown stressors. Okay? Of course, you want to rethink the way you expend your energy. You want to be able to rethink the way you prioritize things. Kung may prioritization ba tayo. Okay? And of course, as you do that, you get to as well avoid the work and social schedule that is overly demanding. Kasi nga, isa sa causes niya is over-committing. Okay? So next is, and again, no, in terms of rethinking the way that you expend your energy, you want to move from being in the ambulance state, no, yung ibig sabihin emergency state to enable you to really reduce stress and excess decision making. Kasi again, magka-relate to doon sa unang sinabi ko. Okay? Then of course, next is learn how to tackle rumination and avoidance. Kasi nga, we avoid and we procrastinate. So one of the ways that you can do is really to tackle avoidance. In short, efface mo. And again, rumination involves you thinking about past events, and oftentimes this is a guilt, no? And yung past events kasi you can't do something about it because it has already happened. So if you keep on ruminating, it eventually creates mental fatigue in you. So people who are heavy worriers tend to believe that worrying helps them make good decisions. However, rather than helping you actually problem solve, rumination and avoidance makes it difficult to see the bigger picture, to see what can be done, no? Okay? And of course, say yes to self-encounter and self-love. So you want to be able to start practicing and really encountering yourself. And in encountering yourself, you can, of course, know your unknown and known stressors as well. And of course, work on your patterns of self-sabotages. For most, no, we have patterns of self-sabotage. Nandoon siya. Okay, so you want to work on this, and of course, um yeah, and of course, if you don't know how to work on this, you don't know how to go about this, you don't know how to really journey with this, then I invite you to connect with me. And one of the ways that you can actually learn how to combat mental fatigue is to know how to mentally prepare yourself, to strengthen yourself so you can respond positively. So I invite you to join me every Saturdays on Coaching for Mental Preparedness here on Decaf Coffee Republic. So we have tomorrow at 4 p.m. And remember, it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to not do something about it. Again, nothing remains as a status quo in terms of mental health. That's why mental fitness exists. Okay, so it's not true that if we don't do anything, the natural law no ng buhay, it just deteriorates. So if you again, I invite you to connect with me, and as you connect with me, I will be giving you this gift: self-care checkup worksheet and mindset checkup worksheet. So again, a range of health condition and lifestyle factors such as diabetes, depression, and chronic pain, among others, can lead to your mental fatigue. And fatigue can be caused by a number of factors working in combination, such as medical conditions and healthy lifestyle choices and everything. But know that you are empowered and you can make a choice. You can make a choice to prevent mental fatigue from happening. And if you are in that state already, that you're experiencing the symptoms of mental fatigue, then help is available. Again, prevention is better than cure. And of course, as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional life coaches. So if you are not yet a smart holder of Be Learning e-card, let me invite you to personally become a mental model collector like us and be part of Be Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. So as a Be Learning e-card holder, you'll get, of course, 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic, a full access pass to the live monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, plus a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And if you are new, of course, to the concept of mental model, a mental model is actually an explanation of how something works. It is a concept, a framework, or a worldview that you carry around in your mind to help you interpret the world and understand the relationship between things. And mental models are actually your deeply held beliefs about how the world works. Ayan. So the next mental model masterclass is on August 21 at 7 p.m. And Master Coach will cover the polymath mental model. So you get to learn how you can combine skills and become the superstar in your field. And of course, you get to discover why the polymaths will win this 21st century. So register now with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661. And for those individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A now offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So it includes a 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Giselle to 0917-586-1661. And of course, do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow with Coach Orville for Coaching for Courageous Living at 10 a.m., Master Coach Jasmine for Coaching for Frontliners at 2 p.m., and Coach Joanna for Coaching for Moms in Transition at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk, which is like us. Think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love and boom, love and boom, love and boom. Bye-bye!